Hello everyone, and welcome to the John and Sarah podcast. My name is Sarah, and today I am very excited to spend this time with you. This podcast is made especially for English learners who want to practice every day in a simple and natural way. So if you are here, congratulations! You are already taking a wonderful step in your English journey. Today, our topic is daily English sentences. Why is this important? Because daily sentences are the building blocks of communication. They are the short, useful phrases that you use again and again, every single day. Imagine that you meet a friend, go to the supermarket, take a bus, or join a meeting at work. In all these situations, you don't need complicated grammar. What you need are clear, simple sentences that everyone understands. For example, sentences like, "How are you today? I need a glass of water," or "Can you help me please?" These are short and easy, but they are powerful. With just a few sentences, you can start conversations, ask for things, and connect with people. And the best part? You can learn them very quickly and use them immediately. In this podcast, I will share some of these daily sentences with you. I will say them slowly, and I will repeat them so you can listen, repeat, and practice with me. My advice is simple. Don't just listen. Open your mouth and say the sentences out loud. When you speak them, your brain and your mouth start to work together, and the words become more natural for you. And here is something very important. Learning English is not about perfection. Many learners think, "Oh, my accent is not good," or "I make mistakes." But let me tell you, mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. Every time you try, every time you say a sentence, even if it is not perfect, you are moving forward. That is real progress. So let's agree together. In this podcast, you are free to repeat, to practice, and yes, even to make mistakes. This is your safe place to grow. Now, before we start with our first part, I want to remind you of something very important. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to our channel. We post a new podcast every single day. That means every day you have a chance to listen, repeat, and improve your English step by step. By subscribing, you make sure you never miss an episode, and you also become part of our learning community. Also, if you enjoy this podcast, please click the like button. It really helps us share this content with more learners all around the world. And don't forget to write in the comments below. Today, I would love for you to write your favorite daily English sentence. It can be something simple, like "Good morning" or "I'm hungry." By writing, you practice even more, and you inspire other learners. So, are you ready? Take a deep breath, smile, and prepare to repeat after me. In the next part, we will look at some very useful daily sentences for the morning and daily activities. Then later, we will practice sentences for evening and social situations. Stay with me until the end, because in the conclusion, I will give you some tips on how to make these sentences part of your everyday life. Let's begin our journey into daily English sentences. Hello again, my friends. This is Sarah, and welcome back to our English learning podcast. In this first part, we will focus on simple and useful daily sentences that you can use in the morning and during work life. These sentences are short, clear, and easy to remember. Try to repeat them after me and imagine how you would use them in your real life. Let's begin. Morning sentences. When you wake up in the morning, you can start your day with English in your mind. Here are some examples. Good morning. How did you sleep? I'm so tired I need a cup of coffee. I have to get ready for work. Don't forget your keys and your phone. These sentences are simple, but they are real. You can use them with your family, with your partner, or even talk to yourself in the mirror. It is good practice. Now imagine you are talking to a family member. For example, "Did you have breakfast? The bus is coming, let's go. I'm running late today." Each of these expressions is something you can use almost every day. Work or study sentences. Now let's move to your work or study life. Imagine you are at the office, in school, or at the university. Here are some sentences that are very common. Can you help me with this task? I don't understand this exercise. Could you repeat that, please? I'll send you an email later. Let's take a short break. These are polite and natural ways to communicate with colleagues or classmates. Asking and answering questions. It is also important to practice questions and answers because English is not only about statements. For example, what time is the meeting? Where is the classroom? How long will it take? And some answers could be, the meeting starts at 10 a.m. The classroom is on the second floor. It will take about 30 minutes. As you can see, the sentences are short and clear, but they are very powerful. They help you connect with people quickly. Practice tip. Here is a little practice idea. Write down 10 of your favorite daily sentences in a notebook. Every morning, say them out loud. Then, in the evening, try to use at least 3 of them in a real conversation. This small exercise will train your brain to think in English every single day. So, this was our first part, where we practiced daily English sentences for the morning and for work life. In the next part, we will look at sentences you can use in the evening, when shopping, and during social life. Stay with me and keep practicing. Welcome back, my dear learners. In part 1, we practiced some simple but very useful sentences for daily life. Now, in this second part, I want to take you a little deeper. Instead of just giving you one short sentence, I will show you how to expand it, how to make it longer, and how to use it in different situations. This will help you not only understand English, but also feel more confident when speaking. Let's start with a very common sentence, I am hungry. This is short and easy, right? But what if you want to say it in different ways? You can say, I am very hungry. I am hungry, can we eat something? I am hungry, but I don't have time to eat now. Do you see the difference? By adding a few more words, you can make your sentence more natural and real. Another example, I am tired. This is something we say often, but you can also say, I'm so tired after work. I am tired, but I will finish my homework. I am a little tired, I just need to rest. By practicing these variations, you are training your brain to build longer and more flexible sentences. Now let's look at a very polite daily sentence. Excuse me. You can use it in many situations. Excuse me, can you help me? Excuse me, do you know where the bus stop is? Excuse me, I think you dropped your pen. So one simple phrase becomes the beginning of a full and polite conversation. Let's practice with another one. I don't understand. Many learners say this when they don't get something in English. But let's expand it. I don't understand, can you repeat, please? I don't understand this word. I don't understand what you mean, can you explain in another way? This helps you continue the conversation without stopping. Now let's try a question. How are you? This is one of the first sentences everyone learns. But instead of just saying, how are you, you can try. How are you today? How are you feeling this morning? How are you doing after your trip? Adding a little detail makes your English sound more friendly and personal. One last example. I like it. You can say, I like it very much. I like it because it is simple. I like it, but I prefer the other one. So in this part, I want you to remember one key point. Don't stop with short sentences. Try to add more. Add details, add feelings, add reasons. This is the secret to speaking English more naturally. In our next and final part, I will give you some motivation, and we will talk about how to use these sentences every day so they become automatic. Stay with me until the end. So, my dear friends, we have come to the end of today's podcast on daily English sentences. I hope you enjoyed this learning journey with me. We started with simple and useful sentences that you can use in your everyday life, at home, with friends, at school, or even at work. Then, we continued with more examples and real-life situations where these Sentences can help you communicate in English more naturally and with more confidence. The important message today is this. English is not only something you learn in books. English is a living language that you use every single day. When you practice short, clear, daily sentences, you slowly start to build fluency. These small sentences may look very simple, but they are the real keys to communication. Think about it. Every conversation begins with short expressions like good morning, how are you, thank you, or I don't understand. These are not complicated, but they are powerful because they help you connect with people. That is why I always encourage you to practice daily, even if it is only for a few minutes. Consistency is more important than perfection. If you repeat just 5 sentences every morning, in 1 month, you will already have more than 150 sentences ready in your memory. Imagine how much more confident you will feel when speaking English in real life. Now let me give you a little challenge. From today, choose 3 sentences from this podcast and use them in your conversations. It doesn't matter if you speak with your teacher, your friends, your family, or even if you practice in front of the mirror. What matters is that you speak them out loud. The more you say them, the more natural they will become. And please remember, don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teacher. Every mistake shows you where to improve. Every time you correct yourself, you become stronger in English. Think of mistakes as steps on a ladder. The more steps you take, the higher you climb. Before we finish, I also want to remind you of the power of listening and repeating. If you listen carefully and repeat daily sentences with me, you are already practicing like native speakers do. This is one of the fastest ways to improve your speaking skills. So, if you found today's sentences useful, come back to this video and listen again. Repeat them every day until they become natural for you. Now let's talk about the future. If you want more podcasts like this one, where we learn useful English together, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is very important because it helps you stay connected, and you will never miss a new lesson. I upload new videos regularly, so when you subscribe, you will always be the first to practice with me. Also, please like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Learning is always more fun when we do it together. Maybe you and your friends can challenge each other to use new sentences every day. That way, you will grow faster and motivate one another. And finally, I want to hear from you. Write a comment below and tell me, which sentence from today's lesson is your favorite? Which sentence do you plan to use this week? Your comments make me so happy, and they also help me create the next lessons based on your needs. So, my friends, thank you so much for listening and practicing with me today. Remember, small steps every day create big changes tomorrow. Keep practicing your daily English sentences, stay confident, and never stop learning. Until next time, stay motivated, stay positive, and keep speaking English every day. I will see you in the next podcast, and don't forget, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Goodbye for now, and happy learning.